I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. I don't want to finish the rest because I'm not a rapper. But if you know who that is, you are awesome. Alright, what is up guys? It's Devin. I know it's been forever since I've uploaded a video on this channel, and I could list the reasons why I was gone, but honestly, just to sum it up, I was living life and really enjoying it, learning a lot about myself, and my hope is to pour that back into this channel and hopefully you'll get something out of it. Thank you for watching this video despite my hiatus, and if you are new, make sure you like and subscribe. So today I'm actually going to be talking about journals. I have been binge watching journal videos on YouTube for the past week, which doesn't seem very long, but the volume of videos I've watched in that time is definitely something. So I wanted to specifically share ways to fill your notebooks. Very nerdy, but I was very excited to see that a lot of people here on YouTube have the same problem that I do, where you walk into a Target and you accidentally buy like 10 notebooks. Yeah, that's me. So now I have a drawer full of journals that are waiting to be filled with wonderful things, and I truly believe that there's something magical when pen hits paper. So I have a couple ideas that I wanted to share with you guys, but I would love to hear your thoughts. What kind of journals do you guys keep? Let me know in the comments below, and we can start to tackle this mountain of gorgeous notebooks that we've curated for ourselves. One notebook, one page, one word at a time. All right, let's get to it. Alright, so this first one I know is technically not a notebook itself, it's my passion planner, but I know keeping a bullet journal is a very common way to keep up with planning and everything. I personally don't have a bullet journal, but I just thought that I would share that that is definitely one way that you can fill up a notebook. Do weekly reflections and things like that. Of course, your day-to-day planning. That's just how my passion planner is set up. I have a monthly overview, and of course I have several spreads at the back of my passion planner. Sort of a best of 2016. I do a mood mandala. I was trying to do a memories page. Another mood mandala for the month. This thing, a habit tracker. I'm almost done with this one, only one more month to go. And I absolutely love Passion Planner. Because I don't actually have a bullet journal, I keep sort of a bullet journal sidekick. And this is just a notebook that I got from Daiso. And it has these little tabbies on the side. Probably can't see them because I have so many sticky notes, but I do have tabbies on the side. I had this divided into personal sort of YouTube and branding things, even though I was on hiatus, and then my businesses. So I can't really show you everything in here. I have like a pen test section, which I didn't really keep up with. That's actually a notebook that I want to do entirely on its own, just swatches of my favorite pens and washi tape. So that's a bonus idea for you guys. Fine. Oh, here's a good one. This is like an overview of a calendar for one of my businesses. Just to give you an idea, I like to think of it as my bullet journal sidekick, where I keep all of my notes. And this comes with me everywhere along with my passion planner. These work and coincide with one another. So I don't necessarily think that you need both, but if you don't have a bullet journal and you need some extra pages, it might be a good idea to kind of have a sidekick to your planner. If you do have a business of your own and you need to keep track of customer orders and things like that, perhaps you run an Etsy shop or something rather, maybe even something on a smaller scale like you use Poshmark, you can keep track of your orders in a notebook. Unfortunately, I can't really share what I have in here because it does have some of my customers' personal information. Another way you can fill your journal is by doing morning pages. This is something that I've been doing for, I want to say, the past year. I'm not sure when my first entry was, but this is actually my second morning pages journal, and I just pasted a picture of Alice that I had colored at the fair. I thought it would be a cute cover page. But yes, this is my second morning pages journal. I'll show you the first one that I did because it's kind of part of another journal idea that I'm going to share with you. But morning pages, there's tons of videos out there on morning pages, but basically it's 3 pages of stream of consciousness in the morning. It's supposed to be written in longhand, but I just kind of do whatever. I mean, I stray away from filling it with lettering and things like that. I try to keep it to just writing for the most part. I'm very proud. This is all complete with morning pages. I absolutely love it. Another idea for a journal is a gratitude journal. And this is actually also my morning pages journal. What I originally did when I started was I wasn't sure if I was going to commit fully to morning pages. I wanted to test out the water, see how I liked it. So I only dedicated half of this journal to morning pages. And then the front half is actually where I do all of my gratitude. When I first started practicing gratitude, I actually did a log every day, but as I kind of progressed, I started focusing on certain things and making my entries a little bit more journal-like or diary-like, if you will. So as you can see, I went from listing to focusing and writing about a particular topic, and then just journaling from a perspective of gratitude about my entire day, just all the things that I really was thankful for. So I'm pretty happy with how that's coming along. And I'll do a separate video on how to practice gratitude more effectively if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Another notebook that you guys can keep is a health and wellness log. This right now is just my powerlifting. I haven't really updated it with all the things that I would like to include in a health and wellness log, but basically I have a few trackers here in front, and then this is new, but really I had started here. Please don't laugh at my numbers. I'm kind of trying to get back into it after a very difficult off season, but I just keep track of all my training in here, all my numbers that I've hit, things like that. I would like to include maybe a food diary. I'm not tracking macros currently, but I would like to start a food diary just because I have some concerns about the way that I've been eating. Again, not really to track macros. Another idea is to keep a journal for any extracurriculars that you're a part of. I kept a notebook separate for the dance team that I used to run, and just like a team roster, plans for our rehearsals. I think there is some blocking in here somewhere. Yeah, some blocking. So if you are a part of an extracurricular, it might be nice to keep a notebook separate with just some things to reference. I can't really show you guys what's in here, but I also would run an annual dance showcase, so there's some notes in here. Some of it's sensitive, so again, I apologize, but if you're part of an event, you might want to keep a notebook specifically for that. Another journal that I keep, or had started actually earlier this year, is a travel journal. Unfortunately, I only did one journal entry when I was in Hawaii, but I do have some little things that I want to kind of scrapbook and collage in here from that trip. And this will be the journal that I take with me for all of my traveling adventures. Another idea is to keep a journal to practice your hand lettering. This is actually a new journal that I haven't started yet because I had a practice journal. This was supposed to be when I felt like my hand lettering was up to par. I could start using this, but I couldn't find my practice journal, so I don't know. I might break into this one soon. I'm not sure, but I know a lot of people like to keep a separate notebook just to practice their hand lettering or doodling and things like that. This is my abundance and wealth log, not to be confused with my health and wellness log, which I don't know why those sound the same to me. Anyways, I can't show you every single page in here because there is some sensitive info, but I can show you the first page. Basically, I just keep track of my wealth from day to day, my abundance, and where I've added value in terms of experiences or people that I've interacted with. And this is just to help better train my mindset in terms of bringing wealth into my life. So that's also something that you could use a notebook for. Last but not least is a prayer journal. I will say that I am in a place right now where I'm currently trying to rebuild my faith. So you can kind of just take that for what it is. But basically what I do is I keep prayers in here for me and my husband. At first it started out with prayers just for him, but now I have prayers for both of us and how I would love our marriage to flourish in the coming years together. So I just keep a picture on the left side of us, and then every day I write a prayer. And that completes my list of ways to fill your notebooks and journals. I wanted to be sure when I made this video that I shared with you guys things and ideas that I actually put into practice in my own notebooks and journals. And while I'm fully aware that there are tons and tons of more ideas, I would love to invite you to leave those ideas in the comment section below so I can try it out for all my other notebooks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.